Hi everyone, welcome back to Well with Joy. I am Joy. I am enjoying a hot coffee on a cold rainy day, but I wanted to share with you about alternate day fasting. It's another fasting video. I've had some questions, so I'm going to talk to you about alternate day fasting, what it is, and how I work it into my life. If that sounds like something you want to learn more about, stick around. Okay, first thing to clear up is I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional in any way. I'm just sharing with you my experience from what I've gone through in the last 4 or 5 years with intermittent fasting. And I'm going to share with you today how I implement it into my life as alternate day fasting. And it doesn't mean that that's the only way you can do it. There's so many ways to do it. I've just tweaked it right now, and this is what's working for me. And that's what I'm going to share with you. So just remember, I'm just sharing information. So what is alternate day fasting? Alternate day fasting is alternating between eating and fasting. And so that's basically what it is. And you can do it a true alternate day fast where you just follow each day. I eat today, I don't eat the next day. I eat the next day, I don't eat the next day. If you wanted to do that, that means your fasting days in a week would land on different days. You know, if you started fasting this week on Monday, then next Monday you wouldn't be fasting on that. You know, it alternates that way. So that's true alternate day fasting, just every day. Fasting or not fasting, fasting or not fasting, up day, down day. Or you can also add it in to a regimen. And I'll talk about that later, how I do that. So on your fasting days, what you do is you absolutely fast all day long. You do not eat anything. You have coffee, you can have plain tea, or you can have water. No flavors or any sweeteners or anything, just that. And you just have that throughout your day. You go to bed, you wake up the next day, and when you open your window to begin eating again, you count out 6 to 8 hours, and you have 2 or 3 meals to refeed your body because you fasted all day the day before. And so that's what alternate day fasting. You're just going in between an eating day and fasting day. And that is one way to do it. The other way, which Jen Stevens has, I just found out in her Fast Feast Repeat book, I was introduced to the concept that you could have on your fasting days a 500 calorie meal. And that to me is a game changer. And that is just such a great thing, a great option for somebody who wants to put in alternate day fasting into their life. The 500 calories are eaten very quickly within a short span of time. You have your 500 calories, and this is the only time you'll have her count calories, or that she ever suggests that you count calories, is just for the 500 or less, just to make sure it's truly, truly still a down day. If it's under 500 calories in that short period of time, you're still having a down day. It still counts as a down day. You're still doing ADF if you do that on your fasting days. So I really like that option. I use that option. And so that is something you can do. How do I do ADF? Well, what I do is I don't do true up day, down day around in a complete cycle all the time. I have picked certain days of the week that are my down days or my fast days. And that means that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I don't have an eating day. Those are my fasting days. And one of the reasons I've picked those days is because Mondays, I have a lot of stuff to do. You know, I babysit through the day. Then I have adoration, I have mass, I have a women's group. So I'm busy all day long. And then on Wednesday, it's the same thing. I'm babysitting all day. I mean, I babysit Monday through Thursday, but I am babysitting all day Wednesday. And then very early, we have to be at the church for adoration and mass. And so those 2 days are very busy. And Fridays, it's very easy for me to do because, again, it's a busy day. So those 3 days are just busy already. And so it's very easy for me to fast. And so those are the days that I put into place. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, those are my up days. So I have 2 meals over 6 hours. Those are my up days. And then on Sundays, depending on when we eat lunch, usually after mass, we come home and we have a little lunch. If it's early enough, I may have 2 meals. If not, then I just have my 1 meal in the day. and I'm done. And so that's how my weeks go. Before, when I had done intermittent fasting, when I started 5 years ago, the alternate day was something I did try back then, but I really struggled mentally with going all day without eating something. It just was hard. And that's one of the struggles that most people have when intermittent fasting is they struggle with that not eating for the 36 hours. It usually ends up to be about 32, 36 hours when you skip a whole day. But when I read this book, Fast, Feast, Repeat, and Jen offered the option of 500 calories, that just changed everything, because I can go through the day. If I'm busy, I can easily go now with just the coffee, the water. I'm not really a big tea drinker. I do like it with my collagen, once a day. Usually I break my fast with that. But I'm not really a big tea drinker. So I'm usually just coffee and water. I can usually go through a whole day just knowing that if I do want to eat, I can have 500 calories and it's no big deal. So it just makes it easier to fast. But having the 500 calories midday has really changed this whole experience of fasting. So I do enjoy the 500 calories. Very in a short, quick window, have them and back to fasting. And actually the studies have shown that 500 calories doesn't mess up your fasting regimen at all. Yes, you are technically breaking the fast. You are. And you're not having a long, long fast. You're not having the 36-hour fast. But it's such a quick break. And the benefits from it are so good, are still there, that if you're looking more for weight loss and a way to sustain this alternate day fasting, this is a great option. If you're looking more for autophagy, the healing of the body and to get rid of wrinkles and stuff like that, then maybe forego the 500 calories. But if you're just getting into this and just trying, this is a great option to do, a great thing to do. So you eat the 500 calories and you go back to fasting. And the studies show that when they did a study on this, and the participants did this with the 500 calories versus the people that didn't eat anything on fasting days, the ones who had the 500 calories, their metabolism was actually higher, and they lost more weight and they gained more muscle. So that is such a great thing to know, and it's such a great option. So if you're struggling mentally with going all day with no eating, then that's a great thing you can do. And I implement it, not every fasting day, but if I want to, I do. And some weeks, every fasting day, I have the 500 calories and I love it. So there's an option for you. So some of the benefits that I have received from alternate day fasting is, I know it may be hard to understand, but the freedom that comes from knowing today, I don't have to worry about eating. And not that it's worry, eating is enjoyable. Eating is given to us by God to just enjoy and to celebrate and to nurture our bodies. But sometimes, especially when you're busy doing things, the last thing you want to do is have to think about what you're going to eat. It's just something else you have to worry about. On the days that I'm busy, the fact that I can go those days and not have to worry about it is really freeing. And it's very simple, because I'm either eating this day or I'm not eating this day. Or if I'm not eating this day, I can have those 500 calories and move on. It just makes life simple. So I just love that. And the energy that I get from alternate day fasting, I will warn you that the days that you fast, especially if you fast the whole day, but even with the 500 calories, you do have a lot of energy. And sometimes it will affect your sleep. So adding the 500 calories does help with that. But if you're fasting all day, that's one of the things I found is the energy. And I do sometimes have a hard time to fall asleep. And sleep is something that comes very easily for me. I mean, I can have a cup of coffee and go to bed and sleep fine. But with the fasting, the energy that I have, sometimes I have a hard time to, it does interrupt my sleep. So the 500 calories have really helped with that. But I love the energy. I love the energy. Right now I've been fasting for, let's see, I don't know if you can see that, about 16 hours and 42 minutes. That's one of the benefits from it. Increased weight loss. Weight loss, especially with the alternate day, up, down, that really can increase your weight loss or get you off a plateau. Say you're stuck and you're just not losing, this can really break that plateau so that you start losing again. And it isn't something you have to do for the rest of your life or forever. It is alternate day fasting. As with intermittent fasting, it is a tool. It's a tool that you can use to change it up and to just add something different in to help you keep your body guessing so that you can continue to reap the benefits. But you can do it for the rest of your life once. Some people absolutely just love alternate day fasting. That's how they live their life and they love it. For me right now, it is in a season where I do actually just love it. I may be changing it up here shortly, but right now I am absolutely loving the alternate day. I love the 500 calorie meal option, and it has totally changed the way I've implemented intermittent fasting into my lifestyle and has made it so sustainable. Of course, the healing you get from any kind of fasting, intermittent fasting, alternate day, with the increased freedom from worrying about things, the increased energy and the weight loss, and just, you're doing something good for your body. You're healing, repairing things in your body, anti-aging, you're increasing your growth hormone within your body. So there's repairing and building going on. There is so much that's happening, and it's so beneficial. I would highly recommend trying it. If you're just starting out, probably too ambitious to begin with, but it's a goal that you could work to, and you always know you have it as an option. So that's what I have for you today. That is all about alternate day fasting. If you want to know more about it, Injun's book, Fast, Feast, Repeat, chapter 7, I believe, is all about alternate day fasting. I've read it several times. I've listened to it several times, and it's such a good explanation. She has the studies in there, all behind it, and how good it is for you. So there you go. You can look right in that book. Please make sure that you follow, you share, you subscribe. And if you have any questions that you would like me to elaborate on, just let me know. Put them down in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.